Good morning. You're listening to FloorDaily.net, and I'm Kemp Harr. This morning, my guest is Todd Saunders, the CEO of Broadlume. Todd, how you doing?
I'm doing really well. How are you doing?
I'm good. I've caught you up in New York. That's where your office is. And I wanted to talk about FloorCon 2020. We'll get to that in just a minute. Just a little background, Broadlume. It says on the Broadlume website that it's the world's largest provider of digital technology to the flooring industry. I'd like to tell the listener real quick how you got there. You got started right out of school, built a company called Ad Hoc, which was a digital ad agency, aggregating and working with Google and Facebook. Then you started focusing in the flooring business, and with the help of some investors, you bought FloorForce, which was started by Mark Lorberbaum, a digital website company for dealers. And then you bought their biggest competitor, Michael Vogel's company, Creating Your Spaces and Bridgeview Interactive. So, I mean, your claim is probably true because you own the two biggest companies that are out there building websites for independent flooring dealers, right?
Yeah, my story's a little bit interesting. I think I'm one of the few people that started at Google and now is in the flooring industry. Right out of school, made my way over to Google, worked at Google for a few years, working on the Google AdWords team. So my job there was to help retailers, a lot of retailers similar to flooring retailers, scale their advertising.
Yeah.
So got to see that from small businesses to massive, big businesses. And then we left Google. My co-founder, we then started a company called Ad Hoc.
Yeah.
Again, we built software to basically automate digital advertising across all these platforms. And turns out one of our largest customers was FloorForce.
Yeah.
And built a really good relationship with John Weller, the CEO. Really started to get into the flooring industry, and we saw a big opportunity to transform the industry. We saw how far behind it was compared to a lot of other industries, and ended up acquiring FloorForce, shedding all of our non-flooring customers. And then about a year ago, got the chance to meet Mike Vogel and the guys from Creating Your Space, and realized that they're some of the nicest people around, and we see the world similarly. And the opportunity together was bigger than it was separate.
Yeah.
So got the opportunity to acquire them, and now Creating Your Space and FloorForce are under one umbrella, which we call Broadlume.
That's right. And if you don't mind me mentioning, there was an article written on you in Forbes magazine, January 15th, 2019, that talks about your game plan and talks about the fact that you're going to be the digital guru in a $60 billion industry. And I thought it was interesting they compared it to what had happened to the mattress business, because other companies got in there and turned it around or upside down a little bit and completely changed the business. Sounds like you've got a good plan.
Yeah, we were definitely lucky. We were named to Forbes 30 Under 30, which was a pleasure to be named to. And then we had a really interesting interview, and during the interview they talked about the mattress industry, they talked about the taxi industry. I think one of the more interesting industries that we'll start to hear more about is the automotive industry. I think the automotive industry went from very archaic process without much technology to now there's a ridiculous amount of technology in automotive. There's car vending machines. You have dealer.com. I think they provide technology to 70% of the automotive industry, and that's really where I see the flooring industry going. I think the mattress industry comparison is tough because that's kind of direct-to-consumer e-commerce. I don't see that's where the flooring industry going. I think it's similar to automotive, where it's more this digital retailing, where the consumer will end up being in the showroom, but they expect the same showroom experience online, and they're going to make their decision online. They're going to go to the showroom to buy is really where I see the industry going, similar to auto.
All right. A couple of little nuggets on your website. You say you've got 2,000 plus dealer partners, so you've got quite a base built. Let's move to FloorCon. Originally it was planned to be a physical event. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, listen, I've been going to flooring trade shows now for about 2.5 years, and we kept hearing the same feedback. And I was honestly shocked when I went to a lot of these shows because it's all product, and I think product is great, but if you look at any other industry, these trade shows are a lot of education, a lot of networking, a lot of speakers, and things that aren't ego padding. They're actually helping the people that attend build a better business. So we looked at FloorCon, we said, all right, there's a ton of really good conferences out there to help people find new products to carry. But what we want to do is provide an amazing educational program that will actually help dealers hear from other dealers and help them build better businesses. So really how FloorCon is set up, it's on October 15th and 16th. It was supposed to be in person.
Yeah.
Next year we're hoping it will be, but this year it is, completely digital. Day one is called Foundations. We're calling it Foundations. It's for Broadlume customers only. So if you're a Creating Your Space or FloorForce customer, right, that's our time to kind of get together, get everyone in the same quote-unquote room. And there we'll talk about some new products we're launching, some new technology features, kind of that type of stuff. And then day two is what we're calling Floor Plan. And we're really looking at this as like a master classes. So we'll have, 5 or 6 speakers going through things from how to build the most profitable shop-at-home business, how to do digital retailing, how to get your business ready for retirement or for selling your business. So things that we hear retailers ask about all the time. Day two will really be master classes on all that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I know you've got a Broadlume website, which is BROADLUME.com, and at the top of that website, it's got FloorCon 2020, and you can click on that and enter your email address, and then you're going to be connected to learn more about it, right?
Yep, exactly. All the information will go live starting September 15th. We'll have a whole bunch more information about it over the coming weeks, and it's something we're really excited about. Again, we are doing this because we heard from all of our customers and other retailers that they want a different type of conference, a different type of show, and that's what we're really here to provide.
Yeah. I mean, I can tell you have some of the biggest dealers in the business. I was talking to Doug Chatterton the other day, Great Floors, and he's using you. So got some of the big guys. I know you're going to the NFA meeting in 2 weeks, and I know you've got about half of them. So you've got a lot of good dealers behind you. And I look forward to everybody learning more about FloorCon 2020. It's good to talk to you. Again, been talking to Todd Saunders, the CEO of Broadlume, and you've been listening to Kemp Harr and FloorDaily.net.